So I've been wanting to do this video for the last 5-6 days now, but because of all the distractions that have happened with the New England Patriots, I had to push this all the way back to Saturday. But we had to talk about it because all the way back on Monday, the Falcons just gave the Patriots the belated Christmas gift. And oh boy, was it an absolute gift. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. And well, what is this gift I'm talking about that the Falcons, an NFC team, is giving the New England Patriots? Well, if you guys go all the way back to Monday Night Football, the Falcons took down the Rams 27-24. And oh, you could see right there that our guy, Matthew Stafford, he didn't have that great of a game. No, he did not. So you know what that means? Oh, we all know what that means. Bear with me here. I am self-producing this video. I decided to come into the office to give you guys a video. And that is why you subscribe to the channel. Because on Sunday, we stayed live the whole 8 hours. The whole entire football slate, basically, for Patriots Jets. And then right after, for Eagles Bills to watch the New England Patriots win the AFC East Division title for the first time since 2019. And now we're on our way to 42,000 subs. So what do you need? 478. I guarantee you 478 people aren't going to be watching or aren't going to be subscribed to the channel. So go ahead, hit that sub button right now. All right, let's get into it. So the MVP odds before Monday Night Football, all the way back on Monday, Matthew Stafford was a heavy favorite, minus 360, and Drake Maye was plus 300. But then, oh boy, Matthew Stafford had the game of his life. Yeah, not 22 for 38, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and a QB rating of 64.5. Let's not beat around the bush, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Stafford played terrible. He completely, and I mean completely, shit the bed against the Atlanta Falcons. And oh, guess what? Who had a good game against the Atlanta Falcons? Oh yeah, Drake Maye. He beat the Falcons. So the odds makers, they were thinking, okay, well, I like that. Well, Drake Maye threw for 5 touchdowns in 3 quarters against the New York Jets. And I know it's the Jets, but that's still a 5-touchdown game. And after Monday Night Football, well, the odds jumped up to minus 400. But the media narrative between every single person, even Albert Breer, like Dan Orlovsky, Mina Kimes, they're all saying Drake Maye's having a really good year. But it's I'm trying not to curse on today's episode. I'm going to try not to curse. But it is a Lifetime Achievement Award that they want to give Matthew Stafford because he's an old 37-year-old quarterback, and you got the 23-year-old Drake Maye coming in his second year, looking like the best quarterback in the league, which he is, by the way. But you could see the odds, and these are according to DraftKings, that Drake Maye is the MVP favorite, and a well-deserved MVP favorite because he has played the best out of any quarterback that we have seen this entire season. I mean, where would the Patriots be if it wasn't for Drake Maye? Where would they be? Which I guarantee you Josh Dobbs wouldn't take this team this far. The team goes as far as Drake Maye goes. But I just want to say, like, when we're talking about MVPs, Drake Maye should have been the MVP this whole entire time. There should have never been this discourse of, oh, Matthew Stafford's playing great. Well, it should be Matthew Stafford and not Drake Maye. No. Drake Maye has played incredible. Oh, look at the stats. Yeah, I get it. Matthew Stafford has 200 more yards and 42 touchdowns compared to Drake Maye's 30, but 8 interceptions for both of them. Who has the better completion percentage? Drake Maye. Who has the better QB rating? Drake Maye. And then you have the BS excuse that everybody keeps saying, but Brett, the schedule, their schedule is so easy. Drake Maye hasn't played a winning team. I am so tired of that stupid ass narrative. It is the National freaking Football League. The Rams lost to the Panthers and the Falcons. And who beat the Panthers and the Falcons? Oh, it was Drake Maye. Like, the scheduled discourse is one of the dumbest arguments I have ever seen in my freaking life. And you want to talk about common opponents? Well, who went 6-0 against those common opponents? Carolina, New Orleans, Tennessee, Tampa Bay, Baltimore, Atlanta. Drake Maye won every single one of those games. Like, good passing yards. Like, yeah, less interceptions than Matthew Stafford and one less touchdown. And also, you have to take into consideration that Drake Maye can run the football. He can use his legs. If you add completion total yards, when you include passing yards and rushing yards, Drake Maye is that guy that should be the MVP. And they're like, oh, well, Matthew Stafford can't run. Yeah, you have to take into consideration what every single player does. For example, the only excuse that I have seen is, well, Matthew Stafford played better teams. Well, I can make the same exact excuse. Well, Drake Maye's playing with Kayshon Boutte and Stefon Diggs. And no offense to those guys, but imagine if Drake Maye had Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. All the advanced analytics. Drake Maye, better completion percentage, yards per attempt. He's throwing the ball further down the field. Better record, better CPOE, more EPA, QBR, passer rating, rush yards. The only argument they have, well, he has 200 more yards and a couple more touchdowns. I could say you're stat padding. It's simple as that. Who is winning the football game? It is Drake Maye. And he's also being extremely more efficient than Matthew Stafford. Extremely more efficient than Matthew Stafford. Where can you find Matthew Stafford on this chart? I see him right in the middle, around Josh Allen. Yeah, I'm not discrediting Matthew Stafford, like Sam Darnold, Jordan Love, but where's Drake Maye? Oh, I don't see him in that little cluster. Oh, wait, he's all the way at the top right of your screen. Top right of your screen. He is the most efficient quarterback in the NFL. He has the best deep ball in the NFL, and he should be the MVP. For me, it's clear. It is clear and obvious that Drake Maye is the MVP of the NFL. A lot of guys win it in their second year. Patrick Mahomes has done it in his second year. Lamar Jackson has done it in the second year. Now Drake Maye is going to do it in his second year. But that's not the goal here. I want him to win the MVP. I'm going to be pissed off if he doesn't win MVP. But that's not the end game here, Spence. If you get that reference, go down in the comment section and let me know. The goal is to win a Super Bowl. You know that Drake Maye wants to win MVP. You could see it, but he doesn't care a lot. He's like, oh, the MVP chance, oh, they're doing it for Ramondre Stevenson. They're doing it for Stefon Diggs. They're doing it for Hunter Henry. They're not doing it for me. He is a humble MRFer, and he wants to go out there and win football games. Win football games. And MVP is cool and all. Yeah, it's cool. You're the best quarterback in football. You deserve it. But it's all about winning that ring come February. And that's what I care about the most. That's all I care about the most. So I hope he wins it. I'm going to be pissed off, but I'm going to be way more pissed off if they lose in the playoffs. Show some love for our guy, Drake Maye. Spam your 10s down in the comments section. I want to see that comment section filled with those number 10s. You got to show them some love. Give them some love. Go down in the comments section right now. On the back half of the show, I said I took way too long to make this video, a whole week to talk about the MVP discourse. But why's the reason? These two guys right here. We got an NFL update on Stefon Diggs and Christian Barmore coming at you at the back half of the show. But before we do that, you can still, like I said, we went live and watched the Patriots take down the Jets, and we watched the Eagles take down the Buffalo Bills and won the division. So if you want to get your division t-shirts right now, chatsports.com/PatsT. Again, chatsports.com/PatsT. AFC East division shirt. Look, I know that we don't really celebrate the division that much because we won it every single year, but this one feels a little different. It took 6 years. So I got my shirt. I'm celebrating this one because it means a lot to me. It shows the start of something new here with Drake Maye and company. So get your shirt right now, chatsports.com/PatsT. So what's going on with Stefon Diggs and Christian Barmore. We know that they spoke to the media on Wednesday, or not Wednesday, they spoke to the media on Friday. That's what it was, because yesterday was Friday. And we saw all the allegations come out. Stefon Diggs is being accused of strangulation, and then Christian Barmore is accused of domestic violence. And like I will say, innocent until proven guilty. But the NFL gave a statement on both of these players, because there was a question whether or not they were going to be put on the NFL commissioner's exemption list. And the NFL gave a statement, and it just kind of ensured that what we were hoping for, and that they were not being placed on the NFL commissioner's list. And here's what the full quote is. Tom Pelissero has this, and Doug Kye tweeted out. Regarding both Diggs and Barmore matters, which are under review of personal conduct policy, there is no change to the status of Diggs or Barmore at this time. They will play. They're eligible to play. Pursuant to the personal conduct policy attached, consideration for placement on the commissioner's exempt list may be considered following formal charges in the form of an indictment by a grand jury, the filing of charges by a prosecutor, or an arraignment on criminal court. So, what does that all mean? It means that they will be on the field Sunday against the Miami Dolphins, and they will be playing. If the Patriots get the 2 seed, they will be playing next week. If the Patriots get the 1 seed, they'll be playing in 2 weeks. They will play at least up to their court date. And when is both of their court dates? Well, Diggs' court date comes first. It comes first, and it is literally 3 days before the AFC Championship game. It might be 2 days. I might get my dates mixed up. But January 23rd is the exact date for Diggs' arraignment, and we'll see what happens with that one. And then Christian Barmore, his arraignment is due back in February, and that is February 3rd, and that is 5 days before Super Bowl 60. So they could still not, if details come out and they're found guilty, I mean, obviously I want them off the team, but they will clearly not be playing in the AFC Championship or in the Super Bowl, whatever details that come out. They did speak to the media, though. And I will say this. The Diggs' comments were a lot different than Christian Barmore's comments. I'll say that. Let's talk about Diggs. And this is what he said to the media. And he said, obviously, it's a different time, a very emotional time. I've been taken back by some of the things that has been going on, but I want to be here and to say sorry I wasn't available for those couple of days, talking about speaking to the media on Wednesday. It's a different kind of time, dealing with everything. And he also mentioned that it's an open case, so he cannot say anything about it. And he reiterated multiple times that he didn't want to be disrespectful to the media. He did not want to come off as like an a-hole that, look, for the legal matters, I cannot speak on the case. And clearly you saw in his statement that he said, I literally, these accusations of me are false, and these are being made up. So he was apologizing. He made it very, very clear. For Barmore, different story. They asked him a lot of questions, and he said this every single time. He pulled the Marshawn Lynch route. He said, I'm focused on Miami and playing football. And then one of the reporters asked, do you want to deny these accusations against you? And his exact response was, I'm focused on Miami and playing football. And that's a little interesting to me, because in his statement, you clearly saw that he did not deny the accusations against him. And in Diggs' statement, he denied them. What was categorically, I think that was the word that they used. So he said that he was clearly being accused of something that is not true. Barmore, he took the Marshawn Lynch route. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm focused on Miami, playing football. Like, my final take on the thing, it's clear as day the situations between both players are night and day. It is clear that Stefon Diggs is a much, much different situation than Christian Barmore. But we will see how everything plays out. It is innocent until proven guilty, and that's the last thing that I'm going to say about that. And obviously, probably on the watch party, that it will be brought up, and we will talk about it. But the only thing that I want to go out and say is, both of them are playing. Go out there and play your asses off. You have Diggs needs 30 yards to get 1,000. Barmore, you got 1 sack on the season. You are top 5 in defensive tackle pressures. Go out there, play your ass off, get ready for the postseason, because we need both of you. We need both of you guys. And we get to see Milton Williams and Will Campbell back on the field, and I can't wait to see Milton Williams in the center and Christian Barmore right next to him. I will say a lot of people were being asked if this was going to be a distraction for the New England Patriots. And it was kind of interesting. Like Mike Vrabel said it wasn't going to be a distraction. I think it's a little cloud, but I don't think it's too much. As long as you go on the field and you do your job. That's it. But I'll ask you guys before we get on out of here. Are Diggs and Barmore a distraction? You let me know down in the comments section. I'm going to go with no. I think this team is still very, very focused on the bigger goal, and that is winning playoff games and winning the Super Bowl. But you got to worry about what's in front of you first, and that's against Miami, which we will be live, not at noon Eastern, because this is a 4:25 game, the first one of the season. So we'll be live 3 o'clock Eastern time. Don't miss out. Make sure you hit that sub button right now. And as always, let's go